Hi, my name's Alida, and I studied abroad in Athens, Greece this past semester. And one of the ways I think that abroad made me stronger is that it made me comfortable with being uncomfortable. And especially in the first few days, it'll be very disorienting. You're in a foreign country, you might not know anyone, you might not know the language. And for me, I just had to embrace the fact that it's going to be hard. You're not going to know what you're doing, where you are. It's just, you might feel like very lost in the beginning, but talking to all of my friends that I met there, we were all kind of scared and hesitant to go, but getting through that experience definitely makes you stronger. And if you can tell yourself, like, I went to a foreign country alone, I made friends, I learned the language, it kind of makes you feel like you can do anything after that. And so kind of overcoming that initial discomfort makes you more independent and confident in yourself. And if you're still thinking about whether or not you want to go abroad, I know there's a lot to consider, and I had friends who were waiting up until like the last minute to decide. But I think it's easy to think about all the things that you would miss at BC, but I would recommend thinking about all the things that you'd miss out on if you didn't go abroad. Because either way, there's going to be something that you're going to miss, but you'll always have BC to come back to. Your friends will always be there. You'll have another semester or another year with them, but you'll likely never get this opportunity to travel to another country and study and make friends and live there for several months. And so I feel like just going abroad was just a rare opportunity that everyone should take advantage of in college. And obviously, I did miss my friends sometimes. Like, we're scrolling through Instagram and you might see people at events back at BC, at football games, and wish you were there. But it was the same thing for my friends who were there. They were wishing like that they were doing all the cool things that I was doing abroad. So even though my semester was cut short because of COVID, I still don't regret anything, and I think that studying abroad was the best decision I made at BC, and I would recommend it to anyone. And something I think people always talk about going abroad is how scary it's going to be to go to a country and not know anyone, and they're always told me like, oh, wouldn't you want to go with your friends? Like, it'll be so fun to travel together. But the one thing that surprised me was how easy it was to make friends and how similar it was to freshman year of college. But even more so because it's not just everyone's like at the same school trying to get to know people, but you're all in a foreign country, so people are even more scared and trying to find people that they can travel with and hang out with. And so even like the very first girl I met at the airport ended up becoming like one of my best friends, and all my friends like joked about how we wish like as long as we found one friend we'd be okay, but we ended up having a really close group of a bunch of us, and I wouldn't have met them if I had gone with my friends. I think going with people you're already super close to from BC prevents you from reaching out and meeting people that you wouldn't otherwise have met. And so I think going alone was the best decision I made, and all my friends went alone too. And I think that we got so much more out of it because we were more inclined to reach out to people and look for friendships beyond like the people that we would normally cling to if we were back at BC. And we all keep in touch today. We're all super close, and we're planning a reunion trip back to Greece someday, hopefully. So yeah, I would definitely suggest going by yourself. Even though it can make you nervous at first, it definitely made the experience a lot more rewarding.